Hey everybody, Kara Snyder here from karasnyder.com. I know that a lot of you moms out there, just like me, you are getting your kids back to school. Mine go back tomorrow. Some of you are going to be starting here in the next couple of weeks. And for many moms, it can either be an exciting time and you're like, yes, get my kids out of this house. I cannot wait. For others, it is sad. You're sad for your little chickens to leave your nest and you want them to stay with you. And a lot of times I know for us as moms, we beat ourselves up because we're like, maybe I'm not sad enough about my kids leaving for school, or maybe I'm too sad about my kids leaving school. And I just wanted to reach out and do this video for you today to just give you some encouragement to help you understand and know that God understands. He gave us our emotions. He made us to be these ladies who love our children. And some of us are going to be excited. I know for me, I have a lot of friends who make fun of me because when school comes around, I'm ready for my kids to go. We thrive in routine. They thrive in routine. I love for them to go and I love for them to learn. I have a child development background, so I taught in preschool for 10 years and I love it. I love for them to have that social experience, and we have wonderful teachers here. So for me, I am that mom who is good with my kids going to school, and I know my youngest is going to kindergarten this year, and she's excited, and I'm excited for her. She doesn't have any friends in her class from preschool, so of course my mom heart is like, is she going to be okay? Is she going to make friends? But we have an amazing teacher, and God continues to remind me that He's in control. And I know that if I have these worries and maybe some anxieties coming up, that there may be other moms that do too. So I just wanted to share some scriptures with you and maybe some tips to help you through the first day, the first week of school. Some of you, this is your very first experience having your kids go to school. Others, you are an old pro. Maybe this is your fourth or fifth child going, and you know what you're doing. And if you do, feel free to comment under this video and give us some tips on this. But I just wanted to share some scriptures that I found. First was Isaiah 66:13. And it says, as one whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you. So right there, that shows us God knows that moms, we can comfort, we can be there for our kids, we can be there for others in our life, and He wants to be that comforter for you. So if you're really struggling, if you're really sad, God is your comforter. He is your friend, and He wants to be right there with you. And if you need to have a moment and you need to cry, let yourself do that. Of course, don't let yourself just go crazy with it and get too caught up in the emotion, but let God comfort you and express those feelings to Him. Let Him know, you're sad if your kids are growing up, or you're nervous about what they're about to go and experience. It's okay, Mama, for you to do that. It's okay for you to have those emotions and those feelings, but go to Him, your comforter, and He'll be there and He'll help you through. And I love in John 19 where it talks about when Jesus is up on the cross, and there His mom is, and the disciple that whom He loved, as it talks about in John 19, and many believe that is John, that disciple He's talking about. And He looks at both of them, and He says, this is your son. And then to John, or to the disciple He loved, He says, this is your mother. He cared about His mom. And if He cares about His mom, He cares about you. And He cares about what's going on in you and what's going on in your life. So again, bring those things to Him. He cares about what you care about with your kids going to school and with all the thoughts and emotions that you have going on. So know that He cares about you. Know that He sees you in this season of your life. For some of you are moms, you are working moms. So your time with them is going to be different than what it was during the summer. Some of you are moms who teach. So you pull double duty at times because you're being a mom to your kids and you're having to be a mom to other kids in your classroom. Know that Jesus sees you and He cares about you, and He sees what you're doing. He sees the seeds that you're planting in your children, for others, in other children as well. And know that He's got you. He's got you and He's there for you, and you can take anything and everything to Him. And He sees us as partners with Him. We are partners with Him. He put them in our womb. He chose us to be the ones to carry children. So we are partnering with God, and He is our helper. Psalm 63:7 says, because you are my helper, I sing for joy in the shadow of your wings. So, as we go through these days this week, partnering with God, giving Him control of our kids. If any of you are like me, I struggle with control. I'm a control freak, but I am learning that God knows what He's doing, right? I mean, He created this world in 6 days, and He rested on the seventh day. So He knows what He's doing. So we have to surrender that control to Him. And so that leads me to some tips for us moms as we go into this new school year. First, surrender. Surrender that control to God every day when we let our kids go to school, when they ride that bus, or when they go, maybe they walk to school, and you're going to work, or maybe you're going back home. Surrender control to God, just like Hannah gave her son back to God. We have to surrender our children back to Him because they're not ours anyway. They are His. So surrender control back to Him. Number 2, pray daily for your children, for their friends, for their teachers. That is a part of their life that we can help them with, we can mold them with, and we can be behind the scenes. Pray for them as they're in their classes to learn and to pay attention. Pray for their teachers that they will be able to teach the kids and meet them at the level they are at and help them to reach to the next level in their learning. Pray for their friends, that they will have friends that will be good influences on them, and they'll be good influences on those friends. And pray that God will just use our children and however He sees fit with the gifts and the talents that He's given them. So let's pray over our kids and our teachers and our friends. Number 3, have good communication with your teachers. Just reach out, send them an email and say, hey, I'm here. If there's anything I can do, if there's something going on with my child or something that I need to know, let me know. And if there's something that you need to let that teacher know, they are going to be open to it. Like I know for my kindergartner, she is afraid of thunderstorms. So I wrote a little note to let that teacher know so that if she sees Allie cover her ears or kind of change her demeanor in the class if a thunderstorm comes, that teacher will know. So communicate with your teachers. Number 4, let yourself cry. Let yourself be excited. Let yourself have those emotions that you need to have. Don't try to push them down. Don't try to suppress them. Have those emotions. Have that moment, and then you can move on about your day and about your week. Number 5, find something to do. Don't just sit at home or just sit at work with nothing to do. You need to have a plan. You need to have something to do so you're not, if you battle with anxiety, you're going to understand this. If you don't have something to do, your mind's going to wander and you're going to go to scenarios that you don't need to go to. So have a plan. Go eat lunch with a friend. Maybe work on a project at work, or do something at home. Clean your house. You can come clean my house if you want to. Find something to do. Next, don't beat yourself up if you are sad or if you're not sad, if you're excited. I know when I left open house the other night and I saw some friends and they're like, are you ready? Are you good? And I was like, I am. I'm excited. And I said, but is that okay? Is that bad that I'm excited, that I'm not sad? So don't beat yourself up. Again, everybody deals with things, with change in life differently. So allow yourself to do that. If you're sad, give yourself that moment. If you're excited, give yourself that moment. And don't beat up your other mom friends for how they feel. Let them have their emotions. Let them deal with it how they need to. Let's encourage each other, partner together, and help each other through those emotions. Number 7, this is very helpful for us during the school year, rest. Bedtime routine, bedtime schedule. We start early, around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Brushing your teeth, reading a book, praying together. And that is hard to do, and I'm not going to sit here and say we do that every night, but I can tell a difference in my kids when we do go to bed at the same time and we do that routine. They are rested and they're ready to go for the next morning. And the last one that I have is for us to turn our phones off, turn our computers off, turn our social media off, and be intentional. When they get home from school, be intentional for that first couple of hours. Ask them questions about their day. Instead of, did you have a good day? Ask things like, what was something fun you did today? What was something you learned today? Who did you sit by at lunch? What did you eat for lunch? Did you play a game at PE? Or, ask them about their homework, or ask them something about maybe what them and their friends talked about. But be intentional with your time. That's something that I want to work on as well. And let's turn off social media and not let it suck that time away from our families. So it's okay, Mama. We're in this new season. We're going to do this together, ladies. And know that as we're in this new season, as we're in this new school year, bloom where God has planted you. If it's in a school system, if it's in your job, if it's in staying at home, if it is being with your friends or whatever it may be, bloom where God has planted you and ask Him as you're in this new season of your life to help you to learn and to grow and to walk closer with Him. So I hope these tips have helped you. Know that I'm praying for you as your child is going to school, just as mine is going to school. And let's pray together and let's help each other together through this school year. So thanks for watching these videos. Don't forget you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also follow me on my blog at karasnyder.com. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.